Welcome to Black Spring. Do you ever think about what it means to be an American? What it means to others from different parts of the world? I'd like to thank everyone for joining me on this segment of Black Spring with Autumn. Let's have a listen.
We're here, in my case, because my parents chose that I would not be indoctrinated by the communist country, by the totalitarian country, by the totalitarian regime. They don't educate children. Absolutely not. And this is something that we need to understand. What is happening in our backyard today, I experienced as an 11-year-old. I remember vividly all the promises that a guy named Castro gave and how 99% of the people swallow the pill. It took many years later, after I read somebody named Saul Alinsky, that I realized that all those people were nothing but useful idiots. I remember Castro, while in the mountains, being interviewed and asked if he was a communist. He went crazy. I dare you, he says. Católico, apostólico, y romano. I'm a Roman Catholic. Educated by the Jesuits, he was. How dare you? We even have a priest in the mountains. We used to have priests in the mountains. I remember, I was the Marist brothers, Christopher Columbus here, for those of you know. And I remember the Marist brothers used to send young kids to the mountains because it was the second coming of our Lord. He was going to save Cuba. I remember how he promised to the farmers, to the Guajiros, that you're going to own the land. I remember all the promises that we hear today about free education and free health care and free land. And my God, no freedom. But he never said that until after he was in power, got rid of all the police, got rid of all the military, been there for the last 60 years and counting. And he destroyed each and every one who helped him. The Catholic Church. Everybody.
And once again, I'd like to thank everyone for joining me on this segment of Black Spring with Autumn. But what you have here is quite a anecdotal story. But what I can do is I can draw a parallel to another account, a flip side of this. In fact, in 2016, Obama tipped his hat to Cuba as having an extraordinary resource, a system of education which values every boy and every girl. He even cited the bias based on race, criminal justice, the legacy of slavery and segregation in his address to the people of Cuba. But in this powerful anecdote, you have a Cuban immigrant that regales his family's plight, the will to live, and their escape from the communist Cuba. He warns America about the deception and foes. And today we have a pulse of indoctrination and education and an anticipatory obedience via destruction and division in the streets that could ultimately lead to the detriment of useful idiots. More and more promises of security, education, housing in exchange for liberty and American values. And you have to applaud his courage and strength for calling out the looming tyranny and the enemy of freedom. Let me know what you think in the comments. How many more appeals does this constitutional republic need? Where have you heard this or these promises before? Is this the survival of the fittest that he speaks of, or is his transformation inevitable? Let me know what you think in the comments. Please like, subscribe, share. And if you dare to throw caution to the wind, make sure you're still subscribed. Once again, I'd like to thank everyone for joining me on this segment of Black Spring with Autumn.